Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dancing Oracle with Najia. I just had Linda G on, Linda G, the Comanche psychic, and I'm wearing all my Native American finery in her honor today. And we just answered a lot of viewer questions that you had written in on. I want to show you where I typically answer questions from, all in one organized place. So first we answered questions from my community page, also called Community Post. And if you go to my YouTube channel and if you go to the channel and then you go in this area under here, if you're on the phone, if you're on the computer, it is all these little links here. And if you go to the one called Posts, and you go to Post, anytime I have another guest psychic on, we're going to have our viewers who love that psychic put your questions here because I can easily get back to them. And then when I do the show, because here's my post about Linda G. Oh, you could tell what kind of lighting I'm using, the ring light. And under here, we had 21 questions, which we answered all the ones that had to do with world events. There were some compliments, there were some world events, there were some personal questions in there. And all you have to do is go to that post. You'll see a picture of whatever guest I'm bringing on or an announcement, and then you go to the comments and then you type your question there. So we answered all of those today already in the video with Linda, but I promised viewers there were a bunch of you that randomly asked questions in my comments in other videos because in those other videos I said Linda's coming on, uh, but I took screenshots of all your questions. All right, so I'm gonna do readings on them for you. By the way, I'm Najia. I'm a psychic medium and a belly dance teacher on Zoom, and I'm an artist. And my website is bealivinggoddess.com, and I would be happy to do a reading for you. All right. But in the meantime, I'm going to go to my folder with all the pictures for all the screenshots that I took, right? Linda G questions. All right. All right. So, oh my God, it's playing a little video instead of just let me pull up the photos. That's weird. It's so funny. My phone, Apple, it turned all the screenshots I did of Linda's video, questions, and it started to make like a song to it. So bizarre. I just want to like click, please, technology, don't do this to me. All right. All right. Okay. All right. So Cash Flow Glow, right? Cash Flow Glow was asking if if the menace in office, basically, I'm just going to call it that. We know who you're talking about. If she just wrote, will he complete his full term, or will there be an early exit for him and his appointed administration? So Linda did talk about that in reference to I'm going to use a different deck than I was using earlier because this one's already cleansed. She answered that in reference to Project 2025 and the big whatever bill they voted on, which passed. And somebody was asking about that bill, and she was saying that she did not think a lot of those Medicaid things would happen because they're not slated to happen till a year and a half from now. So people will still have their Medicaid, Medicare, social stuff not touched yet. Um, they are letting other things be touched sooner than later, but that will not be. And she brought up, she goes, I don't see him alive. I don't see him in office. I don't even see him. I don't think he's even going to be around the planet by the time all this stuff happens. So she does see him exiting sooner. I did readings right after the election. I did 3 readings and I saw, okay, he won. There's 3 different readings that you can look back in November that I did. And in the outcome cards, the final long-term outcome, I got a different leader in office. I got all women cards. I got Queen of Cups with all that compassion. I got the Justice card. And I got the Queen. I might have gotten the Queen of Wands. I have to go look back at my reading, but it was kind of weird. Like in the final long term, after all the hell goes, we go through all the 9 cards of hell and the current energies, bottom of the deck, and I got good odds for things getting better. So, but I'm just going to ask right now. Let me go ask right now about. I also want to just say that several months ago, I also saw what Linda saw. I don't see his health doing well. I saw that he could be taken out, but I said most likely he won't be in office because there will be a health issue. I don't, even though the assassination attempt happened right after I predicted he could be taken out, I didn't see assassination in the cards. I saw, well, when I looked into his energy, I saw that he's not doing well. So anyway, here's what I'm getting. Let me just see. Let's see what I got. Some things, so bear with me. Wow. I'm so happy. All right, so the tyrant emperor, the bad emperor is getting overthrown. Yeah, this domineering, controlling, horrible, reckless force is there, but getting most likely coming out because it's dethroning him. You see, dethroning him, right? But the thing about it is, I got a victory, a new kind of victory coming in, and a breakup, a breakup. 2 of Cups, breakup. All right, I'm feeling good. Okay, all right. So, because I want sanity, please. I know some of you are Trump supporters or whatever, but really, can we all agree? We just want the truth to come out. We all want our country safe. We all want prosperity. We all want peace. Okay, so let's all agree on that, even if you don't agree with my viewpoint about what leads to that. All right. And this is for entertainment purposes only. This is a nice show for you to watch, to feel good, get your mind at ease, and learn about the meaning of the tarot cards while we're at it. So, oh God, some other card wants me to say something. Victory, victory. This card just said, please pull me. It came out again. 78 cards. What is the likelihood I would pull that card twice? So that is really an emphasis on, it is my viewpoint that I want that kind of victory of another party in office or good people, right? I want to see us feeling victorious. All right. Yeah, so someone had asked about I had done a video about the 4th of July, but that's not a Linda question. So let me go back to the Linda questions. And yep, and we talked about the bill being overturned. Okay. And we talked about someone also wrote about Linda's. Some people posted in a couple places, so I'm only answering them once. All right. Oh man. Did you know, I just want to read this because Linda talked about her dream. She sent me an email about her dream, right? I might even do a reading on it. I know she talked publicly about it on another psychic's channel, so I can share it because she already told the dream, at least on one other video. I forgot to ask her about it. But she wrote in, I had the weirdest dream about, you know who? T. Last night, I dreamt I was in my home, which is totally different than the house that she lives in. And he, you know who? The Orange Menace shows up with hundreds of Secret Service, and she needs to sign something because he wants to drive her Lexus someplace, and she was trying to entertain the Secret Service, and he takes off with Linda's car, with Linda G's car. And she's like, "Are you guys really letting him drive my car?" And then, the president returns, but he doesn't have Linda's key, Linda's keychain, right? And she's furious. And there's a female Secret Service agent that gives Linda some keys that they had that will work, meaning the electronic one, right, to open her car. But Linda tells her, "You don't seem to understand. All my home keys, etc., are on there." And then she woke up. Thank God she woke up. She was so glad it was just a dream, but she felt frustrated. You know what? I'm going to read the dreamy. Let me read some dreamy cards. Let me do the Light Seers Tarot, and I'll do the Prisma Visions because you know what? I'm a little curious what the dream means. And then I'll read more of your questions. There aren't too many left. I just found you randomly in my other video comments. So I hope you're enjoying my channel. And I also just want to just say, I know we read on a lot of things that don't sound so pleasant. And, it will get better in the end, long term. We do see long term, both of us, and many other readers see wonderful long term future for us. But in the meantime, because we're also dealing with some earth changes that I want to just, again, say that your angels and guides are there for you to assist you. You have a whole team. You got a whole team. Everybody's got a whole team. I'm getting drawn to this card. So let's see what that one is. Wow. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Linda's dream. I guess I'll show you what I'm doing. That's how I'm picking. Wow. She's trying to protect her property, her border. She got her wall up. Oh, Lordy. This is like really being overwhelmed, physically, someone, where everything is just out of balance. Like it's already out of balance if we're like this. And look, like her purse. I'm thinking of the purse strings. Your car keys are in your purse, and it's like, so I see that. Getting, there we go. I'm getting these cards. So let me see. And I'll letting go of the burdens, any burdens that you're shouldering and packing up and leaving. And yeah, packing up and leaving and saying, I'm done with this crap. All right, let me And this one, let's see. Okay, let's see what we got. So two twos, so two of swords in reverse, letting the blinders off. And just there's all these cards that are like about letting go of burdens and letting go of letting the blinders off and having struggles with money, and then just trying to juggle it all and protecting. So I see that somehow this car issue, the borrowing of the keys from the Secret Service and just handing it to him. Sorry, I'm tuning in. So some of you get mad in the comments when I do this, and I'm just like with the card. But I don't just read the cards. I'm a psychic and I'm a medium. So I use my other abilities like clairaudience and clairvoyance, I have a lot of different clairs, but mostly clairvoyance and clairaudience when I'm doing readings. So I'm just going on the inner, so be a little kind and patient. Because this is an unusual dream. All right, so I got it. So in this case with the twos, right? It's like that division, like that seesaw energy, like this way, that way, this way, that way, this way, that way. And these are being overturned. So there's an energy there of like I'm willing to see, I'm ready to release some issues after holding the fort down. And this is like really packing it up. So if it were upright, it's already I'm ready. I'm at the 10. I'm at the end point. I'm ready for a new beginning. And I know that this is too much of a burden. This is a heavy burden to carry. And it's like, I'm ready to hit the road. And this is like when it's in the reverse position. This is like an exclamation point for what I just said. Exclamation point. We're really willing to release this. So, how does that relate to him taking her keys and giving her? Yeah, so there, I wonder, like, because she doesn't have her home keys, whatever, house keys, like, 'cause so he wants to drive this car and be a big shot, take her car from her. He's taking a lot from a lot of people. He's taking a lot from people and acting like a big shot and going in the car, right? I can just take this from you because I'm the boss, right? Got all my team of Secret Service. Too bad. We outnumber you, right? And then I get that, they feel, okay, we got to give you your car back, so we're going to give you this key. But then all the other keys, that she needs for everything that she functions in life are missing. And I'm getting that that's what happens with people. People may be drawn to watch her channel that are like, wait, I'm ready to you know, let go of this and let go of that. Let go of the blinders. And I've been worried about keeping my home safe, but in reality, things have been taken from me, like, and then maybe people, that's why they take the blinders off. So I'm wondering, people that are on YouTube, particularly Linda, and she's so funny, she's so funny and she has a way of delivery. It's great. So I know people on both sides will be drawn to her channel to just find out what's going on because she does all politics, unlike me, but people who are politically minded might hear something, a bit of truth, and see the reality like, wait, he's taken what I need. He's taken it, only leaving me this little bit. And it's not even my original key to my car. He took all my home and whatever keys to function, like office, whatever is on that keychain, it represents like your business, your office or your home. People are losing their homes, because of the way the economy has gone, and they're going to lose their medical insurance possibly. So when people see that they might lose that, people lost their jobs, they lost their laborers. So eventually they got to take the blinders off and wake up and see that burden that they took on of supporting this person to save the home front, and it's actually going against them. So that's what my interpretation is. I almost was going to pick some more cards, but I'm just going to leave these cards as the interpretation. So, and then I'm going to get back to you, lovely viewers. Wow, so lovely viewers. So what else? And oh yeah, we answered Jewel Fine's question about her great niece who's 14 on Medicaid. And Linda just didn't see that happening when it's, by the time that would go into effect, um, that would not happen because he would be gone already. All right. All right. So I have a long, I would love to have asked Linda this, but I'll answer you, Julia. Julia says, hello and wishing you the best. I wanted, she talks about God sharing scripture, and God talks and how he um, pours all out on his spirit, all flesh, all people will prophesy, dream dreams and see visions. Julia, I do see that. I see something happening in our lifetime. Sorry, I'm just going to bring this closer. In our lifetime, Julia, I do see something happening where people are going to be more in touch with their telepathy, okay? Their psychic gifts. And that's why I have my Intuition and Divine Design playlist to help you with your psychic gifts, all free information, all the videos you can watch. I think there's 80 of them, all right? And he'll do this. And she's talking about in my relationship with the sun, because I had posted a video about two suns, it sends me the sign of an upside down sun when it wants to tell me about another dimension. So within your reading, I got the energy message from the sun that some energy from another dimension will spill over into this one. True. So everyone that's worried about all these things that are happening, um, me and Linda, we both see a brighter future, literally a brighter future, more light coming in to enlighten people, to help people. And yeah, and a lot of people are seeing the flooding dreams. Yeah, that me and Linda both see them. So she had a question. Do you have the same guides as when you first noticed your gift, or do you have some of the same guides and new guides were added? I ask this because I have guides, but I'm given different guides depending on the energy I'm reading. Yeah, you know what? I can only answer from my point of view because I do not know that throughout Linda's life, although she does have this one main guide, like I have this one main guide, and we have the same experience. When this guide speaks, it's in a male voice, and you will do it. Like, yes, sir. Like, and this guide will sometimes, well, in my case, always predict scary things, but I'm never scared. But it's very stern, and I just it's a commanding voice. It's supportive and comforting and embracing. It's like right in me. Like I know, even if this doesn't sound great, that meaning, oh God, something's up, something scary, something life-threatening, whatever it is, I will listen to this guide and just do it. I know this guide has my back. Let's just say that. and the back of the people I love. And she has that same feeling with this one guide that she has. Now, as far as other guides, and we have many, yeah, I feel like I have had, I mean, they may be different guides. I have a lot of guidance throughout my life with different energies. And you know, sorry, just getting a little distracted, get a little pain going on. Anyway, so some guides speak to me clairaudiently and I can hear them. Um, and they have different voice than this main guide, right? It only comes in when it's really dire and like, oh, this is a big one. So I'm gonna come in for this big one. But I have ones that kind of come in softly and help me with my readings. And they kind of whisper in my ear, and there's guides that give me visions. I also have angels, right? I have angels that elevate me. They help bring this feeling. They can come in when maybe I'm sad, and if I can get out of that sadness enough to connect to them, because I have to allow my vibration to be raised, because I have to sense them and feel their presence. If I'm so far gone and so sad that they can't quite get in there and meet with me. But if I can just let go and just surrender to God and just have faith and trust, then those angels can come in and they make everything really still and I don't hear a thing. They create this peace. And you feel you can feel the shift in energy. It feels amazing. So angels give you a feeling. They're inspiring. I mean, I've heard celestial music, like it always makes you feel great. And there's different guides that come in with blocks of thought from light codes. It's a whole nother thing. From light codes that are spinning around people, little pixelated codes. And I'll get those messages for other people. And I don't think they're my guides. I think they're the other people's guides because they come in such a different way. Um, and especially when I'm teaching people, that'll happen. And teaching them in person dance because I physically see them. And sometimes I've even seen it on Zoom. And I'll get messages, channeled messages for those people. So that's a whole different thing. And I have my I have my parking angels and my shopping angels. I have my parking angels or guides, I don't know, but they always tell me where I should go to get parking right where I need it, or they arrange it. They like arrange it. I feel like they're parking angels. And when I'm injured, I had years of being injured and struggling with walking and stuff. Uh, I had my parking angels. Let me tell you, when I needed them, I got my parking angels. And I got my shopping angels, like can magnetize anything to myself. So yeah, you know what? We didn't have a lot of the questions were repeat. People were putting them in multiple places. Let me just see if I missed anybody else's question. No, I think that's the last. Yeah, because all the other ones we answered. So I will be on Linda's channel. I'll just tell you when, August 1st. I'm gonna go on her channel then. So if you want to see us collaborating together. And her channel is called Linda G, the Comanche Psychic. If you want to see her, she makes lots of videos every day. She's a full-time YouTuber creator, and she's living her best life. You can feel it emanate from the channel, and she's my inspiration, and I'm trying to live my best life here and help people at the same time. So thank you for tuning in to part two, the overflow of her questions for Linda. And remember, next time, put them in the community post, also just called, it's my community page, and everything will be in one spot. All right. Thank you very much. Bye.